Welcome back. We're back in the fort, and we are ready to start on our next Dragon Masters series book, and it's called Shine of the Silver Dragon. Chapter 1. Where is Diego? Griffith the wizard clapped. Dragon Masters, settle down, he said. We have a lot to talk about. 5 Dragon Masters, Drake, Rory, Bo, Anna, and Petra, were gathered around the table in their classroom in King Roland's castle. Griffith, their teacher, had called them together for an important meeting. Griffith cleared his throat, about to speak, when a boy rushed into the room. Carlos! Drake cried. Carlos was another dragon master who lived far away in the kingdom of Aragon. Something bad had happened to Diego, Carlos said. Lalo and I flew here as fast as we could to tell you. He pointed behind him where a baby lightning dragon was shooting off sizzling sparks. I'm glad you're here, Griffith told him. We know that Diego is in trouble. Please, join us. Carlos stood next to Anna. Griffith cleared his throat again. Now then, let's start at the beginning, he said. Yesterday, I got word that Maldred had escaped from Wizard's Council prison. Who is Maldred? Carlos asked. He is a bad wizard, Rory chimed in. He attacked King Roland's castle once, but we defeated him. She grabbed a book from the shelf. Then she flipped to a picture of Maldred. The wizard had a patch over one eye and a long, pointy beard. Carlos gasped. That's him. That's the wizard who put a spell on Diego. You saw him? Griffith asked. Please, tell us what happened. Diego and I were eating in the kitchen. Diego has seashells on the wall that act as a magical alarm. They began to shake, so we knew dark magic was near, Carlos explained. Diego told me to hide, and I did. Petra gasped. How scary. I watched from my hiding place, Carlos said. Maldred appeared out of nowhere. Diego tried to use magic against him, but it didn't work. Then Maldred said a spell, and Diego's eyes glazed over and turned red. Drake got a chill, the color of dark magic. Maldred vanished with Diego, Carlos said. They were both gone before I could do anything. Diego poofed here, Bo said, and he stole a book, The Lore of the Ancient One. Drake had seen Diego poof many times before. Diego waved his hand and could transport anywhere in a flash. Why would Diego steal a book? Carlos asked. Anna frowned. Griffith, you said the book was about something called the Naga, and that the whole world would be in danger. What did you mean by that? A dark look crossed Griffith's face. I must tell you all a story, he said. The tale of a legendary dragon known as the Naga. Chapter 2. The Tale of the Naga. A long, long time ago, Griffith began, when magic was new, there was a terrible earthquake. I was in an earthquake once, Petra said. The ground shook and some buildings in my village crumbled to pieces. During this terrible earthquake, the ground opened up, Griffith continued. It coughed up a dragon egg from the deepest part of the world. The egg was as big as a mountain. Bo's eyes got wide. Was that the Naga's egg? Yes, Griffith replied. The Naga has the power of earthquakes. He uses the power of his mind, much like Worm does. Griffith was talking about Drake's earth dragon, Worm. The Naga sounds much bigger than Worm, Drake said. Indeed, Griffith agreed, and his power is 100 times greater than Worm's. Drake's mouth dropped open. He couldn't imagine Worm being that powerful. Griffith went on. When the young Naga hatched, he could not control his powers. He started to destroy the earth. He brought down mountains. He caused great floods. Oh, no, that's terrible, Anna cried. Did anybody stop him? Yes, the wizards did, Griffith answered. They knew the Naga was too big and too powerful to be out in the world, so they returned him to his home. How did they do that? Petra asked. They made two magical tools that gave them control of the Naga, Griffith replied. The wizards of the north made the silver key, and the wizards of the south made the gold key. They used these keys to make the Naga go back into the earth. Drake realized something. When Maldred attacked the castle, he was trying to take Worm so he could use his powers, he said. Do you think he wants to use the Naga for his powers too? I'm afraid so, Griffith replied. Where are the keys now? Petra asked. Griffith held up his finger. Blue sparks shot from it. He began to draw an image in the air out of magical blue light. The first image was a round disc with a strange-looking symbol on it. This is the silver key, Griffith said. It is hidden somewhere in the northern part of the world, guarded by a silver dragon. He drew another disc with different symbols. This is the gold key, he said. It is hidden somewhere in the southern part of the world, guarded by a gold dragon. And the book Diego stole tells how to find the keys. Drake guessed, and the wizard nodded. Then Rory said aloud what they were all thinking. If Maldred finds these keys, he will have control of the Naga, and he could destroy the world. Wow. We'll be back tomorrow with Chapter 3.